no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today, Freemers, we are back with another Palia path roadmap. I was kind of hoping they would do one of these eventually, because I was kind of wondering, well, where do we go from here? Because I don't know. In my head, I thought they were just gonna post one, and lo and behold, we do have a new Palia path update, or a roadmap. But without further ado, I mean, let's just get into it, because currently for me, there's nothing doing Palia. The whole community board, even though I wanted something done with that, I just don't see the worth in it for me personally. But, and then obviously the new event they're doing, it's around flowers and bug catching, I think, and I'm just not into it. But hopefully there's a lot here that we can kind of, that we can dive into. But also there is a video. I did not see this. Give me a moment. Did not plan for this. Okay. This video could be important. I think we'll just kind of... Let's watch the video before we dive into the actual article, because that might be important. So we're kind of doing this live. I didn't see that there was a video, so... it's about 6 minutes. I mean, I'm going to watch this, dude. Let me crank my own volume up and lower the volume on YouTube so you guys aren't blasting out audio. But yeah, let's dive into this bad boy. Okay. Oh, I hope this is good. Let's go. This guy is the guy that introduced Chatty to the game, dude. He's got a little Champa. He's got a... Is that Sarnak? Not Sarnak. A freaking Magi Dragon? This man's got it all. He's got Palia decor back there, dude. Oh my god. What an aesthetic. Oh, hold on. You guys actually can't hear anything. Hold on. We're doing good on this, so it's fine. Alright. What do you mean? Hold on. Is it not actually playing the audio? I think I did the wrong... No?
Hey everyone.
There
I'm
we go.
Maxwell, the director of production here at Singularity 6, working on Palia. I want to welcome you all to our fall 2025 version of Palia Path.
How cute.
Today we're going to be looking at some features coming in our upcoming patch 195 of Barns and Briars, the first in our fall fantasy series of patches.
Okay.
We're also going to be taking a look at upcoming features and content coming later down the road, so let's dive in.
Okay.
One of the most requested features for Palia of all time is animal husbandry, and today we're really happy to reveal...
Okay, so I don't know what animal husbandry like is. Also, I'm gonna turn up my own audio, just a tad. I don't know what that is, so I'm assuming we're gonna find out here. But without further ado, let's jump back in.
What we're calling the ranching skill. When the patch goes live, Delilah's gonna come by your plot and introduce you to your very own ranch. At your ranch, you can rear and raise up to 30 animals. In fact, as your little one grows, it has a chance to develop new traits that provide unique visual and gameplay benefits, which can be passed down to their offspring. Last time we talked about this feature, we mentioned that ranching would be good solo, better together, like all of our other skills. However, in patch 195, we are restricting it to only solo play. This will give you an opportunity to build up your team before we open multiplayer up sometime further down the road. One of the things you're going to be able to do is purchase...
So, one thing I think... the reason I think they're doing that to make it only for solo players is because I think it's going to be really complicated doing multiplayer. Because just looking at all of this, dude, like everything they showed there, that looks completely new. It looks like something we've never seen before in Palia, like in terms of the animations, the menu. I think it'd be really complicated to throw that into multiplayer. But one thing I want to note is, well, basically, Freems, I think its last thing they add to the game, well, not last thing, but like second to last thing maybe, was a farming skill. And Freems has never had a thing like this They've had like the pet skill, which they actually got rid of, which I don't know why they did that, but basically it was a skill where you could train your animals and do tricks with them. And it was a skill, I think that was members only, but also even if you were a member, it wasn't in the game. So it's kind of a weird thing, but this is pretty close to that. And I think that's really cool that we get a whole new skill. Also, shout out Maxwell. Maxwell's pretty cool. I like Maxwell because he listens. I think he listens to the community. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Chatty in the game, so I think that's pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, Freemers, if you didn't know, I have over 20 Chatties. Or I have 20 Chatties, I think. 20? Yes, I have 20 Chatties. Pretty cool. Anyway.
To bring one of your animals out as your follow pet into the world and show it off
what?
to other players. We also have a ton of...
Whoa, wait. So you can bring these guys out as your... This is cool. Because a lot of the content in Palia is paid. And by that, what I mean by that is a lot of like outfits, pets, plots, etc. are paid. This is cool. This is a way to have a free pet, basically. Wait a minute. Did I lie to you guys? Purchase the ability to bring each type of animal around as a follow pet in the premium store. I ate my words, dude. You have to... Okay, that's stupid. The fact that you have to pay to bring the animals out... I don't like that. I hope it's cheap, but I don't like that. Each type of animal around as a follow pet. So could you bring an Ormu around with you? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming they're going to want to do Ormus as mounts, right? If mounts are coming to Palia, which, please, you know? Like, dude, if there's one thing I want back from Free Realms, because... my assumption is we're going to get a lot of Free Realm stuff in Palia at some point, along with original content, original ideas. If there's one thing I want back, it's mounts. God, man, please. Let me just hang out around on mounts and impress people, dude. But so there's pets and there's animals. So, but what's the point of the Ormus then? That's what I'm not understanding, because you can raise an Ormu, so what's the point of him? I guess we'll keep playing.
We also have a ton of ideas for new traits to be added over time. And as you said before, we plan to continue to add more animals into this system, including in upcoming patches during the fall fantasy season. We're also introducing Homelines, a new series of homes starting with the Tamala-inspired Alchemist Cottage. Homelines aren't just static structures like the Grand Harvest House. This is an evolution of the housing system that emphasizes more customization and flexibility. At launch, you can expect to play with a variety of add-ons like chimneys, dormers, and even some eaves or ivy. You can even create multiple stories by just placing a building on top of...
Dude, I like this. I don't know how much all this is going to cost, but... and Freemers, currently, you've probably seen it, but we are building Shrouded Glade in... Palia, which is really cool. I'm trying to do my best on it. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to try. But this is really cool. I like this a lot.
With Homelines, we're also relaxing some of the rules that were present from the Harvest House, allowing you to create some things that don't always look so great.
I just made an addict in Palia. You've got to be kidding me. You're just allowed to make custom addicts now? Like, okay.
We have some confidence you're going to make it look amazing anyways.
So,
this isn't the...
so it's like you can custom build the houses, essentially, which you can't do with the houses that are currently available in the game. So this is for the people that really want to experiment. This is neat. I like this. I gotta get these hedges, dude. Frick.
Final version of Homelines. We expect to iterate...
Look at that outfit, dude. What the heck? What in the Little Red Riding Hood is going on here?
On Homelines acquisition, progression, and even how you engage with the system over time. So we're very excited for players to play with this in patch 195 and tell us what they like or don't like about the system. Now, some of you may have noticed the Galder statue looks a little bit different now.
Yeah.
And that's because...
Yeah, I saw this because this changed when I started progressing the Nurture of Shadows quests. And right now, currently... that quest is bugged. You can't finish it. You can't place the Galder statue, which is really annoying. But anywho, I wonder why it looks like that. He's probably going to tell us.
We wanted to expand your friendship options with the Gardener Friendship questline. And for the first time ever, you're going to be able to invite the gardener to live on your own housing plot. And that's not all the questing we've got.
That's so sick, dude. I'm doing that. 100%. That's content. That's content to do. Yeah, 100%. Awesome. That is sick.
In Barns and Briars, we're going to be launching a new bulletin board quest and bundles themed around the cozy and rustic countryside, supporting the new ranching skill. Completing the bundles will unlock the farmhouse decor set. But don't worry, we plan to make it unlockable via ranching medals in the future. We felt like this would be a faster way for you to acquire it than if we had just simply put it in the skill shop to begin with.
Right.
In addition to the bundle, you'll be able to complete daily bite-sized quests, which can be found under the new dailies tab in the feature guide. The more daily quests you complete, the more Tailor tickets you'll earn. Tailor tickets are a new form of currency which will allow you to unlock certain cosmetic options. To start, you can
that's pretty cool. That's a good way to support free-to-play players. Because obviously, I mean, I buy stuff in Palia all the time. It's nothing new. But, like, for the people that don't have money and are, like, I don't know, in high school or something, or in college and just want to play Palia for free, that's cool. I like that. So, can I get a good look at this menu real quick? So, essentially, you can unlock colors for, like, an outfit you've bought. Like, custom colors. That's more my speed, because, so, obviously, like, I don't think Free Realms had a shader system, like, not like Destiny has a shader system, right? But this is neat. The fact that you can change your colors like this, I like that a lot. That's really cool. I'll probably be looking into this hugely. Okay.
Certain cosmetic options. To start, you can spend your tickets on new hair and makeup colors. Now we're starting with thousands.
Wait, these are hair colors. It's not what I thought that was. Okay.
Of colors at launch, but you can expect color options to dramatically expand, including branded palettes tied to Palia's world. We'll talk more about Tailor tickets in just a moment.
Okay. So this is next patch. This is 0.195. Pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of content to do. Mainly, I think I'm going to be focusing on... I mean, I'm going to look at Tailor tickets to see how they work. But I'm going to be focusing on the ranching skill and the Gardener Friendship quest. Because I'm very curious as to how all of this is going to work. But, I mean, patch is looking good for the most part. Stuff to do. Mainly that's what I want, is stuff to do. But, yeah. And we still got 3 minutes of this video left. Let's go.
Now let's take a look at some features coming soon to Palia.
Okay.
As we enter the later half of the year, we're bringing back some fan favorite celebrations and seasonal content.
I like this, the seasonal stuff, because to me that's what made Free Realms fun, when the season stuff was going on, like Christmas. There was a Halloween event, which was really, dude, I feel like every event in Free Realms, like every community event, the seasonal stuff, everyone participated. The Christmas stuff, the Halloween stuff, even the Valentine's Day stuff, there was a lot. And that's one thing SOE did really good, was like doing these events. But again, I don't really, the problem with the events in Palia for me right now is like Magi Market is the only one that players garner to. When it comes to like Christmas or Halloween, everyone just kind of does their own thing. There's no community thing behind it, you know? It feels like just a solo player thing, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, let's keep going.
But of course, we want to make sure returning players have something new and engaging to discover.
Okay.
One of the ways we see this happening is through themed bulletin board quests that tie into these festive events, and of course, new content you can acquire during them. You've asked us for more ways to engage and interact with your friends and other players out in the world.
Yes.
You'll soon be able to create your very own unique player profiles to show off.
That's cool. I don't know, player profiles. I guess like that's one way to. I was really hoping they were going to talk about like a mini game or just like there needs, because in Free Realms, I'll explain this for the people who have never played Free Realms, because it's not like something that Palia has in game. So like, for example, like Flow Tree Groves, right? The ones in Bahari Bay. Those are community events that people can gather around. When people put lures down for bug catching, again, that's a community thing. We need more events like that. But in Free Realms, there was like, for community stuff, like there was, you know, the whole snowball thing is cool and all, but like that was present in Free Realms just constantly, because Snow Hill had a little ice skating area, and you could literally have snowball fights there. Like there was a custom like area for it. But for like the community stuff, there was also like, you could take down bosses. Like for Valentine's Day, you could take down a heart-shaped boss. For Halloween, you could take down, I can't remember his name, but you take down a big jack-o'-lantern type dude, almost looking like the Headless Horseman. And then in Snow Hill, during the Christmas season, you could take down specifically an abominable snowman. And dude, it honestly, that needs to be present in Palia more often. If you have these community events, you get more people to participate in the game, and I think that would be really cool. But anyway, moving on. Let's check out the character profile thing.
Your personality and accomplishments. On your own profile, you'll be able to share things like your
We're not ignoring that, dude. Oh god, people are gonna abuse this system. Holy. So, okay, footage captured in engine, final gameplay subject to change. So you can show off your skills, your accomplishments, your romance pins, plot value, accomplishments. Okay. Your overall skill level. Interesting. Wonder what that is right there, but this is neat. You can show off like things but how does this like, so people can look at your profiles, right? But like, how does this help engage other people? And like, I guess the question I'm asking is like, how does this help player engagement? Like, I don't know what this does overall. Maybe I think Free Realms had something similar to this, but I think it helps maybe players understand like where you are at in Palia. But I think this is going to do something negative for Palia, and I don't want to like manifest it, but like I do think people are going to use this as a bullying tactic. So like, if your plot value isn't a certain amount, if your accomplishments aren't a certain amount, your skill levels aren't high enough, if your overall skill level isn't high enough, or if you don't even have a description, you don't have romance with anyone, I feel like people are going to use that to belittle you, and I don't want that to happen. But like, I feel like someone's going to look at that and go, nah, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. People are going to gatekeep, and I don't want that to happen. But just looking at this, it seems like this is a way of how people are going to judge you for what you've done in the game, which is completely wrong. But the positive thing here is I think this could help determine like where you're at. It's good I think it's a good overall thing to have as this player profile, because you can show off what you've done essentially if you're proud of it. So, but anyway, let's keep going.
Able to share things like your plot value, skill levels, and even romance pins if you're feeling flirty. Now, whether you're a cozy fashionista, skill level completionist, or just here for the vibes, Player Profiles is intended to serve as a new avenue for
Oh wait, can you also have like custom outfits on in the menu? That's cool.
Expression and connection.
Interesting.
For a long time, you've been asking us for more ways to show off while you're out and about. Though we're just starting with hair and makeup colors and palettes, as we move forward, we have plans to add many new earnable items, such as new hairstyles, additional makeup patterns, and eventually, some earnable outfit pieces that are unique to this system.
Well, there you go! Oh, Maxwell, you silly little guy. Dude, there you go. Earnable outfit pieces. I think that's really cool. So they're going to do that over time, so it's not going to be in the game immediately, but to know that's going to happen is really cool. I think that's pretty neat. So we'll see where that goes or how that happens, but I think that's really cool that we're going to be getting earnable pieces, because That was the one cool thing about Free Realms. A lot of the outfits you could just go and buy for like coins instead of microtransactions. But again, I think, well, I don't know what, if I had to like go back and look what it was actually in the microtransaction store, there were some outfits that were like station cash exclusive, but a lot of them you could just purchase with coins. I don't know how I feel about earnable outfits, but I'm hoping they'll let people buy just clothing with Palia with gold. But I mean, who knows? We'll see what happens. But oh, Maxwell, you silly man, you. Let's keep going.
The palettes you can unlock will be able to use to freely dye your outfits, both free and premium.
Oh,
we got a ton of
look at
feedback from all
that.
of you that you like an outfit, but maybe not the available colors. Or maybe
That's
you're trying
cool.
to mix and match 2 different outfits, but it doesn't quite work because you don't have the color you want. So we're super excited to see all the new fits you can dream of once this goes live in a future
patch. Okay. So okay, enhancing player expression, Palia profiles. So if that's just going to be in a patch, more ranching animals, more community events. So they didn't really elaborate on the whole community event thing, but I'm hoping they will. So if this is just going to be in the next patch, I mean, there might be more than just this, but who knows? Maybe this is going to be it. But for me personally, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. This looks like it'll be coming in October too, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
patch. You might have noticed a theme around several of the topics we discussed today.
Yeah.
We view Palia as a place that celebrates creativity and expression, where you're
Yep.
able to show off your greatest dream home, your unique animal, to finding your very own look. You're starting to see.
I'm sorry. Can we just like... Is that a baby Ormu? That's adorable. And I better have that little guy with me as a little pet. But anyway.
Animal to finding your very own look. You're starting to see the first few steps of this plan with tailored tickets, palettes, and profiles. But there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle and a lot of parts of the game that we think need to improve to make this experience a reality. One of those, for example, is Palia's photography system. We know many of you have given feedback about
Photo
it,
mode
that it could
upgrade.
use a number of improvements. And please continue to send us those thoughts, as it's a system we're heavily looking at right now of how we improve it. We also want to assure you that we're continuing to work and experiment on features mentioned during our last Palia path, such as the build together shared housing, and of course, our next adventure zone. Now on that front, we have a direction we're very excited about, and the team is already exploring the early stages of prototyping, blocking out the map.
Okay. That's cool. Dude, this kind of gives me Free Realms vibes when you could like go outside the map. That's cool. So they're already working on a adventure zone. Okay. Well, they talked about the shared housing thing. I think shared housing and... Well, shared housing, that's not something that Free Realms ever did, I don't think. I can't remember if Free Realms ever did shared housing. Like, you could invite people to your plot or your lot or whatever, but you couldn't, like, there wasn't shared housing. So that's a first for Palia that Free Realms never did. But also, the next adventure zone, I have a feeling like maybe he's going to say when it launches. I think it's going to be February of 2026 or March. I think sometime next year for sure. Because that's about on par for like Elderwood. So I think we're going to get an adventure zone every year or something like that, but who knows. But let's wrap this up.
And figuring out all the content you're going to be able to discover throughout the zone.
Huh.
But as we said before, it's going to be a little bit before we share details.
Right.
So once again, thank you all for your continued support of Palia.
Oh yeah, and the updated photo mode. So a lot of content coming, man. Hopefully like stuff I'll enjoy. That'd be cool. But yeah, there's still a lot I want to see in the game. Obviously, like for example, I want to see trading fully fleshed out, because currently it's bare bones. It's just you're trading stickers and plushies. I think it needs to be completely open to the, like, open trading would be cool. And not just from the booth. I'm talking like you can do it wherever you want to go. Because that's how Free Realms did it. And then I want to see mounts. That's something I want to see. I want to be able to ride an Ormu around Kalima Village, Bahari Bay, Elderwood, wherever I want to, just to get around quicker. And then the other thing I want to see an auction house. kind of, I want to see something, a way to make more money would be cool, just to sell your stuff and sell it for a specific price, so you determine the market. But that's just stuff I want to see. I don't know. Those are like 3 things I would like to see in the future, but obviously it's probably not going to be seen until next year, but who knows. But yeah, let's wrap it up.
I hope you enjoyed the look at upcoming features, and until next time, take care.
Thanks, Maxwell. Coming September 10th. So that's 3 days after my birthday. Very cool. Well, let's get into the roadmap then. I don't know if we need to even read the article, the website. We could. We definitely could. I mean, it's about all the same stuff. Okay, this wasn't mentioned. Those were all mentioned. On the horizon, enhancing player expression, Palia profile, seasonal celebrations. Okay, so this was not mentioned. This Winter Lights is that's been a consistent Christmas event, but the problem with it is it's not really a whole lot. You just buy decor and you kind of mind your own business. I don't know. And my problem with Winter Lights, specifically the Christmas event, is the snow. I've made it a point that the snow is the worst part of this event, that there's not enough on the ground. Like, I hate it. I really do. It's bad. And the fact that they paywalled the snow into a plot, that's also an issue. But it's whatever. Spirit Fest sounds new. I believe that's Halloween. And then Luna New Year's probably, yeah, it's going to be next year. So, interesting. We'll see how the events go. Harder work and new features and systems that will roll over the next several updates, each one shaped by the community's feedback. Cool. Neat. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to read here, but I'm looking forward to what's coming. I think I'm most excited for, like, obviously ranching skill, Gardener Friendship Quest, the Taylor tickets. I don't know if I'm excited for Homeline. I don't know if I'm going to mess with that specific housing set, but we'll see. Looking forward to the refreshed seasonal celebrations. I'm hoping they're better than last year. That'd be cool. Palia profiles will be cool. Enhancing player expression. Community events will be nice. Ranching animals will be cool. Obviously, the next Adventure Zone, which I can't wait to see. I don't know what it's going to be, but we might be going to a city soon, which would be really cool. I think I have the city written down. So there's the Empire of Valeria and the Palian Republic. Those are 2 like locations we could go to. I'm kind of looking over my notes here. There's Palace Fall. I don't know if that's anything. Yeah, I don't know. Going to a city, I think, would be really cool, because really we just have, like, we have Elderwood, and that's really just, like, I want to see a more city environment, because a lot of what we've explored so far is ruins and forests. I think seeing a city would be cool, because I think they're teeing up kind of the lore of Palia to be huge. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, that is the Palia Path roadmap. But anywho, thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.